Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video we are covering part 2 of our series reusable components in Swift. So in our last video we learned how to create reusable component while creating profile header as a reusable component. So some of our users requested that we need to create a video that shows how to pass data to reusable component and how to get data from that reusable component itself. Okay, so now in this video we will do that. We will pass data to the reusable component and also get the data from the reusable component. And here let's have a recap for our tutorial. So here we already created this header, profile header, that's the label, image, circle, white circle, and edit profile button are created in a header view that is reusable here in detail screen also, and in the main view screen of the application also. And when we tap on edit profile, the user goes to edit profile. So this is the interface we are going to create, that is text field and with the button save. So whenever user enter anything inside this text field and press save, then that name will be shown here in the label. So let's start. Open up your Xcode. If you don't have the last video, then you can watch it from the description of this video. The link is given there, and also you can download the source code from there. So let's start. So here open up main.storyboard, as we are going to create the edit profile interface like this, a save button and a text field. So here we have edit profile, and let's open up, and here we need UI text field. Drag and drop it here and add the constants, that is 200 pixel from the top, 20 is trailing, 20 is trailing, and height will be 50. Okay, and also a button, we need a button, UI button, and here we have button, and we will give it a constants, that is from the text field. You can see it here from the rounded style text field. It will be 30, and height for this will be 50. Okay, here, and we will align it to the center of the screen. And also the width will be, you can do it like this by pressing Control of your key and just left tap of the keypad or trackpad, and you'll say equal width, and here it is. So now let's change the color of this, make the font the bold as of our back button, and the font size will be 20, and here it say save, and the text color will be white, and the background color will be the yellow one. Okay, here it is. So we are done with this UI part. Now in the edit profile we need to create the IB outlets and actions. So here first we need the edit, let me make it a little bigger. Okay, edit IB outlet week where txt name of type UI text field, and also we need a button. So let's copy this, and here we will change save name for user, and just remove these lines, and here we need to pass that who the control which trigger this method. So here it says center, and here the any object, or you can say UI button, because in our case this will be triggered by a UI button. So open main.storyboard, and let's connect the IB outlets. In edit, here select edit right, double click on it, and here you can see txt name and save name for user, and touch up inside is connected. Okay, so now in edit profile we will place a condition. If txt name dot text dot count is not equals to 0, then we will save the name and display it on header view. Okay, so here what we will do, we will display it on header view when the text field has something written in it. If it's empty, then we will do nothing. One more thing, here we will add the placeholder for text field, and the placeholder will be please, or you say enter your name. Here we go. So now let us view the more classes, and here it is. So here you can see in our view controller we created a function. Here it is. I already made some changes, so that's why. So here you say add profile header to BC, and same is in profile detail. Add profile header to BC, and here it is same. So now we are going to place this function into app delegate, because our app delegate is singleton and universal throughout the app. So we have the instance of the app delegate throughout our app. So we'll copy this, command C, and we will delete it from here, and we will do this here, and also in the view controller we will do this right stuff here. Okay, in app delegate we will go here and just paste it like this. Okay, so now in order to add this to our profile detail, let's say we will create an instance. Let DLG means delegate is equal to UI application dot shared dot delegate as app delegate. If we didn't force an app as app delegate, then we are not able to use the function. So here DLG dot add profile header to BC, and here it is the BC's self. And similarly copy this, as we are going to add a different screen view controller, and here we have. Now let's run the app, and you can see the same profile header screen, but this time only one function is written rather than it's written in two files. It's written in one file and we are calling it from there. Here you can see edit profile, detail screen, edit profile, tap on it, and it goes to this. Okay, so now the game is that the thing is that how you can display the label name here. So now what we'll do, we will in here, you can do it more efficiently by creating a singleton or somewhere else. So I don't have much time, that's why I created this, because it's already a singleton. And here we add notification center.default.add observer self, and selector will be as selector. Here it's selected profile changed. Okay, and here we have that info, and so now notification name will be notification dot name, and here it is, the name will be profile changed, and object will be nil. So it's time to implement this delegate right below, and function, so it's say at the objc, because it's selector, and in Swift4 it's required to put objc parameter here. So now here let's remove this and paste this, and we have notification of type notification, and here it is. So let user info is equals to notification, not this. So let's make it notif, because it's the intelligence makes some headache for us if we use the same. So notif dot user info. Okay. So now we are done. Now here let's print the user info. Print, we have got an update, and here we will type user info. Okay, so now what we will do, we will post a notification whenever the profile is changed. So here go to edit profile. Okay, so here same name, and here we will post it. So here we say notification center.default.post notification with user info. So here post notification, and here we will copy it, name. So here the name will be this, object will be this, and user info will be, let's say, name, and its value is will be txt name dot text. Okay, so here whenever text is changed it will change. So okay, so because this is any, so it says, so we will either we will do this, it means that if there's nothing, there is a string value is gone. So now let's run and see if we print the user info correctly or not. So build is succeeded, our app is running on the iPhone 10 simulator right now. Here we go, we tap edit profile, let me clear this console, and go here, save, nothing will happen because we need to type, and we type name here, Swift tutorial, and then press save, and here yes we go, Swift hashable tutorial, we got an update option. Okay, so now as you can see we successfully managed to pass the name, and here we go to app delegate, and now we need the name key, and here goes down here and say, we say if let user info as dictionary string any. So here we will let if let user info type of name as string. Okay, then we will print name here, print name. In order to display name we will make this global, so here we will add it here and make it where profile header of type profile header VC, and goes down here and add it here, profile header VC is equals to this, and now here it is says some errors because we need to force unwrap it, and here it is. So now it's one more error because we need to unwrap it because we need to access view. So here it is, and now we will do one thing, we will say profile header dot, if we have name, so say lbl username dot text is equals to name, also we will print it here is equals to name. So now let's run. So if we say we have worked it quite well or not. So build is succeeded, and whenever we type some text in the text field it should display here. So here edit profile, you can go to detail screen, and here edit profile, and if I go here and if I tap here Swift tutorial, okay, right now, and here we go. So here name Swift tutorial becomes, and when we go back Here you can see Swift tutorial is written, and similarly here, but not here because we use the same instance of different view controller. So here some problem occurs, and that's why, because it is a different instance and we are added a different instance. So let's say here we need to check if profile header is not equals to nil, or we say is equals to nil, then only initialize it, otherwise not, and simply add to the view. So let's run the app and see if it works in both the screens, because it gives different memory to it. So here, oops, and here we go to detail screen, edit profile, go here, and we go here Swift, and here we say tutorial and press save, it goes back, and here we go Swift tutorials there, and but this is got removed now, so this is an issue. And how to reusable, so let's make it more, and we will make it here. Or we do one thing, rather than putting it here all together, we will add the notification to the profile header. So Command Z here, copy this method and copy this to the profile header VC, and here we have in a view reload, we will paste, oops, not in view reload, it's bottom, and here we'll say self dot, and here in the app delegate we will add, and here we will delete this and just make it let profile header, so it will not now required, nothing is required, and here it is. So profile header VC is there, and here we will in beauty load we will add this. So now let's run the app. Now it will work for surely. And here we go, edit profile, and let's us go back to detail, and from detail we go to edit profile, and here we type Swift, and here we type tutorial, and here we go. So name tutorial, so twice the notification is passed, and here we go Swift tutorial. So you can see right now that how to use reusable components that is reused but with different memory allocations. So there is an assignment that you can create for yourself, that how to use the reusable component with only one allocations. Okay, for that you need to think more about it, and here we see how to pass data to this, or how to update reusable components. So this is a one approach, and in order, if we want that, we need something else, that button for the profile header, so that we can get the label. So here let's add a button here, and we'll add it to 30 and 30 pixels. Okay, and we will, here we have added profiles, blackened text, so black, and the background will be white. So here it is, white background. Okay, so now we need that what we do, we can, whenever user click this button, we will show the label name here in a console, so that you can go at that how we can get the data. So we say show name. It's so here it is show name, and now here we need to create an IB action for the same. Iterate IB action function show name, and here we can pass that center is of UI button. Okay, now in order to this we need, let us connect first. Here we go, show name, and show name is connected to touch up inside, and here we go to the profile header. Here we need to create a delegate so that, or you can say we use this, and in order to get the data we need a closer or whatever you want to create, so we can create a delegate for the time being. So iterate protocol, and we say profile header VC delegate, and here it's a function name of user. Name of user is underscore name of type string, and it will return nothing. So here we have created a delegate. Also we need to create a property here where delegate of type profile header VC delegate, and it will be optional. So here we do what we do self dot delegate dot show name of user is equals to self dot lbl username dot text, and now in app delegate we are going to use this. So it's giving us an error. Why? So value string, so use force unwrap because it's treating as it should be an empty. And now here in app delegate what we do, we will tell that this is going to, so profile header dot delegate is equals to, or you can do one thing, that you can say VC here rather than the delegate, so that you can get in the same here. And now we will go here profile detail, and here we will tell that this will going to profile VC delegate, and similarly its view controller, and here we will say profile header VC delegate. Okay, so now I think the error should go on, and here we need to implement this. So here go here, and here we say function, and here profile detail, and here we need the delegate function right here, and here we will print in inside profile detail class is equals to this, and here it is the name, and similarly we need to create this in view controller. So inside view controller dot swift class. So now let's see if it's giving the error. So it says that this is a UI view controller, so it's not assigning it. So we need to implement the same here, I think. Otherwise we need to pass the class here, perfect class. So one more thing we can do, it's if let. Oops. So here we need if let VC, or with a VW is equals to VC as view controller, and then we say this, and here we say VW so that we typecast it, and here we say if let is equals to profile detail VC, PF detail VC, and here it is. So now the error will go. So this is a very clumsy way to do it, but in this tutorial I'm just telling you the say. So here it is, profile header BC delegate profile detail. It's so we are running the app and it succeeded. So this error is not actually an error, and now you can see. But the main problem of this thing is this. So if we print right here, that is show name, it will show inside this class and label, and if we goes here, it says inside profile detail class and label. But the main problem of this that it will not work. So it's say labels, labels, label, and label. So because we are using the same instance, so now different instance, so different objects, that's why it's working. But if we use same instance and same delegate, and then it will not work. So now let's edit the profile, and here we will type Swift tutorial and save. So here we come back, and here Swift tutorials goes to detail. It's not, because we haven't fired up the notification. So now let's say it's a Swift tutorial for, and here it is. Now it will updated in every class because all the classes objects are initiated. And here we have, so if it's a show name, you can say Swift tutorial for, and detail screen show name, it will show label because it's reinitialized it. So let's do one more time this Swift, this first, and save. And here we go this first show name, and here inside profile detail class this the first, and if we go to the view controller and say the first, it will print. So here in this way you can get the data from the reusable components and how to pass the data to the reusable component. This is a small tutorial, and but it is a little complex thing. So hope you learned it. If you do have any question, then please feel free to comment it and I will answer them as soon as I can. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please subscribe it, as we are going to upload more videos every week regarding the Swift iOS app development. And lastly, thanks for watching this tutorial, and stay fit and calm and have a nice time ahead. Bye for now.